Oh yeah, can't see in a place to be with another video for the 2025-2026 NBA season. All right, so we got our first survey of the year where we will look at your NBA predictions for this upcoming season. Now we're about a few weeks in, so you do have some information for you to work with as we get into the survey. To access the survey, copy the link that's in the description or use the QR code with your phone to get started. Once you're in the survey, it should only take you a couple of minutes to complete the survey, and then when you're done, I'm going to do another video to share the results. Let's get it. Question number 1, rep your city or hood, where you at, where you're from. So I'm just outside the 6, so I'm going to put that there as my answer, but you can fill out, it's a free text, so put in the city or hood that you represent. Question number 2, identify your team. Who is your NBA team? I got the Toronto Raptors right here, and you'll select the team that you follow. All right, here we go. Question number 3, who is the best team in the Eastern Conference? Let the controversy begin. So I like the Detroit Pistons. Right now they are in first place. I understand that the Indiana Pacers were the Eastern Conference champions last year. They beat the Knicks in the finals. Unfortunately, Tyrese Halliburton suffered a season-ending injury last year. I don't think we'll see him back this year. So that's why I got the Detroit Pistons here at number 1. But you could select whatever team you think is the best for the Eastern Conference. Question number 4, who is the best team in the Western Conference? So we got the list of all the Western Conference teams right here. I selected OKC Thunder, Oklahoma City Thunder. You got to beat the champs to be the champs. So that's why I'm going with OKC. They're number 1 right now, off to a fantastic start. So I see them doing the same thing they did last year. Question number 5, rank the top teams in the East. So as you can see here, I got the Detroit Pistons number 1. So that matches what I think about who the top team in the East is. Detroit Pistons are right now the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. They're led by Cade Cunningham. He's definitely going to be a candidate for MVP. 25 points per game, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, 4.8 assists, 9.7 rebounds. And then Jalen Durant, he's coming around. He's at 19 points per game, 11.3 rebounds, and just a stud. And of course, the third piece for the Detroit Pistons, the third most important piece is Ausar Thompson, one half of the Thompson twins. He's showing us what he can do up in the D. So shout out to the Detroit Pistons. They're in number 1. Then I got Cleveland listed as number 2. They are 7-4. That's good enough for 4th in the East right now, but I think they're gonna finish second, led by Donovan Mitchell. Of course, he's at 30 points per game. They got Evan Mobley, the Defensive Player of the Year, DeAndre Hunter, Jared Allen. So solid team. I think they're just gonna continue building what they did. They learned a lot of lessons in last year's playoffs, so I think they're gonna build on that. That's why I got them at number 2. Number 3, we have the New York Knicks under new coach Mike Brown. The Knicks let go of Tom Thibodeau last year. He was replaced by Coach Mike Brown. Right now, the Knicks are playing pretty good. Second in the East at 6-3. But I'm not sold on the Knicks. All right, I'm not sold on the Knicks. I just don't know that they have enough on the defensive end, particularly with Jalen Brunson. I just think that on the defensive end, he might be a little bit of a target, especially when it comes down to the playoffs. That's why I don't have the Knicks up higher than the Pistons or the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, coming in at number 4, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. They're 7-4 right now, 5th in the East. Giannis is doing Giannis things. 33 points a game, 12.9 rebounds, 6.6 assists a game. Big surprise for the Bucks this year is the play of Ryan Rollins, who has stepped it up to be the second leading scorer on this team. The point guard does have 16 points per game, and he's at about 5.5 assists for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks also added Miles Turner to beef up the backcourt. Beef up the front court rather. They're missing some scoring right now. After Ryan Rollins, the next guy up is Grayson Allen. The loss of Damian Lillard is definitely going to affect this team in the scoring column. All right. Then we got the 76ers. Coach Nick Nurse has got these guys balling. They're 6-4 right now. That's good enough for 7th in the East. Big plays by Tyrese Maxey. He's the star of that team now. I mean, Joel Embiid is still their top dog, but Maxey's coming into his own. 33 points per game. He's about four threes a game. He's leading the NBA in 3-point leaders in 3 points made right now. 8.3 assists. He is just balling. And then you have rookie VJ Edgecombe coming into his own, just playing phenomenal basketball. Right now, he's leading the discussion as far as rookie of the year goes. In my opinion, the 76ers do have a lot of injuries, so they have the potential to really do some damage in the Eastern Conference, but it is going to take them some time to get together, especially when Paul George comes back. He's injured, so there's a lot of moving pieces in Philadelphia. So next up, in the 6th position, I got the Miami Heat, 7-3 right now, 3rd in the East. Tyler Hero's out, but these guys are still playing, still balling out of control. Eric Spoelstra has got these guys doing as best as they can. The addition of Norman Powell has been key, has been huge for the Heat, providing some really good scoring. But they have a lot of young pieces. The Heat got some young pieces, and they got a phenomenal coach. So they'll definitely be in the playoffs. They usually, like in the last few years, they've been in the playoffs, 8th seed, like in the play-in situation. But I think they get out of that for this year, where they'll hold their own playoff side, and hopefully they won't have to be in the play-in. Next team I got on the list at number 7 is my surprise for the Eastern Conference, the Chicago Bulls, coached by Billy Donovan. Man, Josh Giddey has exploded this year, almost averaging a triple-double, 21 points per game, just under 10 rebounds, just under 10 assists. He's my candidate for most improved so far. 6-4, that's 6th in the East. They're getting some really good play out of Matas Buzelis and also Nikola Vucevic. Kobe White's injured. That's another thing to keep in mind. When he comes back, that's gonna that's gonna make that team even better. The one problem that I see with the Chicago Bulls is that they don't have enough size. And I'm wondering if they're gonna have enough gas in the tank to carry them through all the way through the playoffs. Next team on my list is the Orlando Magic. Big disappointment for the Magic. I was definitely expecting more out of the Magic this year. 5-6, they're 11th in the East. Franz Wagner and Paulo Banchero, those are their top dogs. They're at about 22 points per game apiece. The addition of Desmond Bane has been really good. Everyone thought it was going to be the missing piece, but his shooting, the shooting hasn't been the greatest for Desmond Bane. We haven't seen the ball go through the hoop as much as we'd like. He's at 30% for 3 points, and that's below his average. So we can expect to see a turn from the Magic. I'm thinking they're gonna climb in the rankings, but it's kind of jammed up right now. As far as the Magic goes, I'll say it like this. They'll go as far as Jalen Suggs takes them. He's, I believe, their glue guy, arguably one of the toughest guys in the league. He's one of my favorite players in the league. And so the more minutes he plays, the more wins they'll get. So let's hope that Jalen Suggs can have a healthy season, and that the Magic could reflect that in their positioning for the Eastern Conference. And then in the play-in scenario, I got my Toronto Raptors 5-5. They're 9th in the East right now. Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly. Man, that's a good. I'm feeling like I like that. I like that starting group. And so I think they also got a solid bench with Colin Mary Boyles, Grady Dick, and then Sandro Mamukelashvili does everything for the Raps right now. He's doing everything for us right now. He's a little bit like that Swiss Army knife. Really liking his play. What the Raps need is time together. They need some time together. So definitely hoping that we can see them in the playoffs, but they should be a play-in team. And then the last team here that I have to complete the 10 best teams in the Eastern Conference is the Boston Celtics. They're 5-6 right now. That's good enough for 10th place. Jason Tatum, of course, he looks like he's out for the season, but he seems to be progressing pretty well. So he's projected to be out for the season, but with how he's progressing, who knows? But right now, they're relying heavily on Jaylen Brown and his contributions. But unfortunately, the Boston Celtics are undersized. They're undersized. They lost Luke Cornett and Al Horford, probably their two best post players. And I don't think that they have a replacement for those guys. So they're likely to be in a play-in scenario. We'll see what happens when or if Tatum does come back. But that's essentially why I got them as a 10th best team. All right, let's move on to question number 6. Rank these Eastern Conference teams from best to worst. So I got the Atlanta Hawks. They're really on the cusp. A lot of teams projected Atlanta to do a lot of maybe a little bit better with the addition of Kristaps Porzingis. The way that I see it, I look at that roster and it looks like it's a roster in turmoil. I'm not sure what their identity is. Which direction Quinn Snyder, the head coach, is taking them. The 6-5 right now, that's 8th in the East. After Porzingis, these guys are undersized, but they play D. So we'll see what they can do. They might slide into a play-in position, but that's about it. I don't really see the Atlanta Hawks doing a lot more than that. So especially with Trae Young, we haven't seen production from Trae Young like we would like to see, primarily because of his availability. Unfortunately, we have the Indiana Pacers went from the Eastern Conference champs to right now they're 1-9, second last in the East. Of course, devastating injury to Tyrese Halliburton in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, so he's out for this season. They've also had a lot of injuries to key players, Andrew Nembhard, Benedict Mathurin, and then they lost Miles Turner. He signed with the Bucks, so looks like the Indiana Pacers are going to be looking at the 2026 draft for next season. I'm really not seeing anything much coming from Indiana. And then the other team, the next best team, or next worst team, if you want to look at it that way, is the Charlotte Hornets, coached by Charles Lee. Right now, they're 3-7. This is a roster that's under construction. LaMelo Ball is the best player, and he's in and out of the lineup. But one thing I like about the Charlotte Hornets is their rookie, Con Canupo. Shout out to Con Canupo. Picked him up late in my fantasy draft. He's on 2 of my fantasy teams, and he's giving me buckets right now. So really happy to pick him up. If you play fantasy basketball and you don't have Con Canupo, check to see if he's available, and I'm sure he'll be a key contributor to your fantasy teams. Then we got the Wizards, who are also who are at the bottom of the barrel right here, 1-10. The only bright star that I see in on the Wizards is their roster. They have a pretty good roster of young. They have a young nucleus. They'll just have to learn how to play together and how to get better. Alex Sarr is showing all of us that he can play basketball. Definitely making a bigger imprint for himself on the Wizards. So really like to see, really like the development of his game. And then the last team in the Eastern Conference would be the Brooklyn Nets at 1-9. Really nothing good to say here. They're, I guess at this point, getting ready for the 2026 draft. The only thing that I can see from the Brooklyn Nets right now is fantasy value from some of their players, but that's about it. Really nothing more to say about the Brooklyn Nets. Hang in there, Jordi Fernandez. Hang in there. It's going to be a long season. All right, question number 7. Rank the top teams in the West. So here we go. Of course, I've got OKC at number 1, defending champs. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 10-1 to start off. to start off the season. OKC's coming in still stinking of champagne, and so I got them as repeat champions. You got to beat the champs to be the champs, and Shai hasn't slowed down one bit, doing his thing. 33 points a game, 6 assists, 5.2 rebounds. So I really don't see OKC slowing down. They don't have all their players, but they're firing on all cylinders. Next man up strategy is definitely working for OKC. They are in great shape. Number 2, Houston Rockets. They're 6-3 right now, 5th in the West. But don't sleep on these guys. The addition of KD has been huge. Of course, Slim Reaper, he's doing his thing, just under 25 points per game. But it's the makeup of the roster. Alperen Sengun, Aman Thomas, Jabari Smith Jr. They got a roster. But the best thing, in my opinion, about the Houston Rockets, my favorite coach, Ime Udoka. He's got these guys playing basketball. I think that Ime Udoka is the one guy, leader of men. He can get the best out of NBA players, in my opinion, doing a phenomenal job. I don't expect anything less than the 2nd seed and a deep run in the playoffs from the Houston Rockets. Okay, so number 3 on my list, the Denver Nuggets, 7-2 right now, 3rd in the West. Nikola Jokic, the Joker, man, nothing short of exceptional. He's averaging a triple-double, 25 points per game, 13 rebounds. That's good for 2nd in the league, and leading the league in assists at 11.9. He is bar none the best player in the world. He's the best player in the world. Until you can do that, I mean, I don't know. He's the best player in the world. They got a solid roster. David Adelman has got these guys playing together. So they're playing really well. They're in the mix. They're in the mix. Newcomer to the playoffs, hopefully this year, San Antonio Spurs. I got them at number 4. They're 8-2 right now, 2nd in the West. Of course, Victor Wembanyama, he's doing his thing. Man, oh man, can he ever play? 24 points per game, 12.9 rebounds per game, leads the league in blocks at just under 4 blocks per game. I mean, it's just they really got a good thing going. They got a good nucleus of players, solid team. They're going to cause some trouble in the Western Conference. And then number 5, Lakers fans. Here we go. You got your LA Lakers. Right now, the Lakers are 4th in the West. I mean, Lakers fans will probably have these guys number 1, but realistically, I think they're playing way out of their shoes right now. JJ Redick has got these guys balling. 8-3, like I said, 4th in the West without LeBron James. Man, that is exceptional. Luka hasn't played in every game as well. So Austin Reeves kicked it up a notch. The addition of DeAndre Ayton, that's proven to work. So right now the Lakers are firing on all cylinders. So you got to watch out for that team. I'm thinking they're probably going to maintain this throughout the rest of the season if their players could stay healthy. We'll see what happens when LeBron James comes back. It'll definitely be a shot in the arm for the Lakers. After the Lakers, I do have the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're 7-4 right now. A little bit disappointed in their play. 6 in the East. Ant-Man and Julius Randle right now are both around 25 points per game. They're slow coming out the gates, and you cannot do that in the Western Conference. It is just so tough out there. So many good teams. All right, then I have at number 7 Golden State Warriors. They're 6-5 right now. That's 7 in the West. Of course, their best player is Steph Curry, best shooter in NBA history. He's at 26 points per game. He's banging out 4.4 threes a game, and so you can expect to see the same out of him. But the one good thing that the Golden State Warriors have is some solid seasoned veterans: Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, and Al Horford. The good nucleus of players that they have, that they do have. Jonathan Kuminga. We'll see what happens there. He's playing well. He's playing well for the Golden State Warriors right now. So I got them over at number 7. And then at number 8, the Phoenix Suns. So the Suns are in 8th place right now. They're 6-5. They're essentially, in my opinion, a play-in team. They've had some injuries to start off the season. Dylan Brooks, Jalen Grains missed some games. But they just don't have enough scoring to help out Devin Booker. After Book, the next best scorer is Grayson Allen. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to compete in the West. Number 9, the LA Clippers. I'm not sure what's going on with the Clippers this year. I was thinking that they would be doing a whole lot better than their 3-7 start. That's 13 in the West. But the Clips' success just really comes down to Kawhi Leonard and his availability to remain available for games. He's been okay so far this year. Hasn't missed too many games. But they just don't have enough scoring. You got Kawhi, you got James Harden, but then their third leading scorer is Zubac at 15.1 points per game. So that's a huge drop off. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. They need scoring. They lost Norman Powell in the offseason to the Heat. So they'll have to figure things out in a hurry because the season doesn't wait. The season does not wait. And then the 10th team that I have on my list are the Dallas Mavericks, 3-8, 14th in the West. We knew that they wouldn't be 100% because they're missing their point guard, Kyrie Irving. He's likely to be out for the whole season. But then they're dealing with injuries with Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, and Derek Lively II. So they're an injured team, and it's showing right now. A rookie phenom, Cooper Flag. He's holding his own at 13 points per game, 6.6 rebounds and 3 assists, figuring things out. Really liking his game and how he's putting things together. Jason Kidd's gonna have to figure this out if he wants to make the playoffs. So those are the top teams in the West. Question number 8: rank these teams in the Western Conference from best to worst. And you have the bottom feeders for the Western Conference. I got Portland here, but I mean, at my estimation, they're essentially going to be a play-in team. Right now, they're playing better than what I had anticipated at 5-5. That's not good enough for 9th in the West. Their best player, Damian Lillard, is out for the season. So I don't think we'll see him at all. But Portland's holding their own. They got a solid roster. Denny Avdia, got him on my fantasy team. He's doing it. Toumani Camara, solid defender. Shaden Sharp, just buckets. So they do have a solid roster. I just don't think they have enough strength to compete in the West, and that's what's up. And then you have their other situations. So right now, Tiago Splitter, he's the interim head coach. Chauncey Billups is away from the team as he's facing gambling allegations. I'm just gonna leave it right there. So I don't really see Portland making much noise for this season. Maybe they'll be a playing team, but that's it at best. The next team that I have are the Memphis Grizzlies, 4-7, 10th in the West, coached by Tomas Izalo. Man, Memphis situation is really not good right now. Ja Morant, their star player, and Coach Izalo are at odds. They benched Ja for conduct detrimental to the team for the Raptors game. The Raps end up winning that game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ja Morant does get traded sometime throughout the year. The problem with Memphis is, the issue with Memphis is they're going to go as far as Ja takes them. It's all about his energy level. If he's coming with a lot of energy, then they play good. But if he doesn't come with energy, then they're just not winning games. So they're going to have to figure something out with Ja Morant to improve that roster with the Memphis Grizzlies. So it's interesting to see what will happen with Ja Morant. Okay, and then we have the Sacramento Kings, 3-7, 11th in the West. From what I can see, the Kings have a dysfunctional roster. Domantas Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. It just seems like it's the same combination that they ran in Chicago, and that didn't work. So I'm not sure what their idea is. Doug Christie's got his work cut out for him. I really hope they can figure things out up in Sacramento. All right, so the next team on the list is the Utah Jazz, 3-7 right now. That's 12th in the West. I mean, they're just not a good team. They have a lot of young and marketable players. Trade rumors keep following Lauri Markkanen wherever he goes. Walker Kessler's out. This team is just another team that's looking at the 2026 draft to add to their rookie star Ace Bailey. All right, and the worst team in the Western Conference, no surprise here, the New Orleans Pelicans. They're 2-8. That's good enough, or bad enough to be last in the West. I don't know, that Zion Williamson and Jordan Poole combo is just not working out. They need a lot of help. So really hoping that Willie Green can find the help that he needs to improve his roster. All right, so up to question number 9. Who will be the defensive player of the year? So for this question, I do have Victor Wembanyama. I don't see anyone beating this guy and giving the award right now. I mean, there is no one that's playing better defense than Wembanyama, changing outcomes of shots each and every game, possession by possession. I mean, there are a lot of good defenders in the NBA, but I don't see anyone beating out Victor Wembanyama for this defensive player of the year. It'll be his first DYOP award. Shout out Victor Wembanyama. Question number 10, who will be the most valuable player of the year? It is going to be a tight race. There's no question about that. So here are your MVP candidates: Wemby, Victor Wembanyama, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka the Don, Luka Doncic, Luka Magic, however you like it. Then you got the Joker, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rounding out, and the new guy in this list, Cade Cunningham. Man, he is doing it. I really like Cade Cunningham and how he's coming in this season. He's got the Detroit Pistons in first place, and that's gonna make a difference. But I'm going with my guy. I'm going with my guy, SGA, for MVP. Like I said, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and until that happens, he's the MVP. Especially you got his team 10-1, they're in first place. So unless things go left, I got SGA winning back-to-back MVPs. Question number 11, who will be the rookie of the year? So for this list, we have Cooper Flagg out of Dallas, VJ Edgecombe in Philadelphia, Ace Bailey in Utah, Dylan Harper on the San Antonio Spurs, and Con Canapol, he's on the Charlotte Hornets. Right now, so Cooper Flagg, yeah, I think people had him just tagged for Rookie of the Year, but VJ Edgecombe is giving him a run for his money, and so is my guy Con Canapol. So it's not going to be, I don't think that award is just going to be handed to Cooper Flagg. I love Cooper Flagg. He's still going to be my bet for Rookie of the Year, but do not sleep on VJ Edgecombe or Con Canapol. This is a deep class. The 2025 class is deep. But I'll go with Cooper Flagg. Well, that's it for me. Thank you for filling out the survey. I'm going to share the results from the survey in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do subscribe for more content and give this video a like. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.